Guys, welcome back to episode 8 of the Kingdom Podcast. I'm Malachi, and as you can see, we have another guest on today, Mr. Isaac Cox.
What's up? What's up?
Isaac, how you feeling this morning, bro?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited to be here. Thanks for having me on the podcast.
Yes, absolutely, bro.
Really good.
It's an honor to have you. As you can see by the title of the video, today we're going to be talking about the goodness of God. I'm super excited, Isaac. I knew that when the Lord pointed you out to me that there was a word, there was a message that He wanted to share through you. So I'm so excited and honored to have you on, so that you can do that. Because there's people out there watching that need to hear this, that need to hear you. And so I'm excited to get into this. But before we get started, tell the viewers just a little bit about yourself, your age, where you're from, all that kind of stuff.
All right. So, like I said, I'm Isaac Cox. I'm from good old Iowa. I don't know where that's at, but I'm just kidding. Atumwa, Iowa. I'm 19 years old and worship ministry major. So I get to sing and lead people into His presence, which is really fun for me. And yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Nice, bro.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Before we get started, I have an icebreaker. A couple weeks ago on the podcast, I asked Aiden what his favorite drink was, but we're gonna swap it up a little bit. Your favorite food, bro.
Okay.
What is your favorite food out of all the different types of food you can eat? What's your favorite?
All right. I'm very simple, very easy. Give me some chicken. Give me some pizza.
Got you. Yeah.
I'm satisfied with that.
So is there any specific like places or like pizza, certain chicken you like?
Okay, I'm a big Domino's fan.
Nice.
And just some regular fried chicken.
W.
It has to be cooked by my family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Specifically by your
Yes,
family,
by my
bro.
family.
That's
'Cause
awesome.
most people don't know how to cook it, so.
That's good, bro. Well, Isaac, the goodness of God
Yeah.
is what we're talking about today, and we're going through this Fruit of the Spirit series, and we're on goodness. And so, to get us started, to kick us off today, how would you personally define goodness? Like as how would you personally describe it, and then what in Scripture like has influenced you to describe it that way, if that makes sense?
Yeah. Well, when I was preparing for this, I was like, okay, goodness of God, goodness of God.
Mm-hmm.
What does that look like? And I noticed the Bible was saying so much about goodness. But for me, my mind immediately went to like, oh, like doing good deeds, doing all the good stuff.
Yeah.
And I quickly realized that is not what goodness is.
Right. Yeah.
It's so much more than that. And then like Psalms 34:8, it says, taste and see that the Lord is good. And so I was starting to realize that goodness is Him. Like it's His character.
Yeah.
It's His nature. Like He's the good Father.
Yeah.
And so then it changed my whole perspective. I was like, whoa, like goodness have nothing to do about the deeds, but it's about who He is.
Right.
And like what He offers. And I was like, what the?
Kind of blew you away.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, that's crazy.
Dang, bro, that's good. Yeah. I personally believe goodness. Every time I hear the word goodness, I think of that song, "The Goodness of God."
Yes.
And when I think of God's goodness, immediately after that, or in the song, it talks about how all my life you've been faithful.
Yeah.
And so when she's singing that part of the song, like all my life you have been faithful, that doesn't just mean like all my life doesn't just mean the good parts and the good moments, the ups. It's also the bad parts, the downs, the valleys, And so I really think that God's goodness is how faithful that He is to us in every season of life that we're walking through.
Absolutely.
And so that leads us like straight into our second question. But to you, what's the difference between being like labeled as what society would call quote unquote a good person, or like by the world standards, and what's the difference like between being a good person and actually like displaying like the biblical fruit that we're talking about today?
Yeah, I would say like the world is very much, it's going to be about you. What can I do?
Selfish.
Selfish.
Yeah.
How can I be seen to be a good person? What can I have to make me look so good? So it's always about the outward experience, I would say, when the world looks at you and the standard of goodness. But then you see God as like, what's in your heart?
Yeah.
Like, what are your actions like? Are they pure? Are they intentional? Is it about other people? Like goodness is not about yourself. It's not doing it so other people can see you, but it's doing it for the glory of God. And that's what measures your goodness. He does. Like we should compare our life to Jesus Christ. And then that's how we should standard our goodness, by His life and walk the way He walked.
Wow. So, that's really good, bro. I think in the times and moments, situations, circumstances, whatever you want to call it, in those moments where we have to choose goodness.
Yeah.
I feel like it's always important to evaluate. Okay, what are my motives?
Right.
What are my intentions?
Yeah.
And what is my heart posture behind
Yeah.
this? Because like you said, like God kind of in a sense, he knows what we're doing. Like
Yeah.
he knows our motives and the posture behind everything. And if you're not displaying it for the right reasons, right? If you're displaying it for yourself, then is it really goodness?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, do you think that goodness? And I kind of just gave you the answer, but do you think goodness can exist without love, or do you think they're constantly like connected?
Okay. I was reading and I was sitting down there on the green talking with some people, asking these questions because I was like, this is fascinating.
Yeah.
So you can do good things without love, but like if there's not any intentional things about it, it's gonna leave you empty. Like that's what Paul says. You can do all these things, but none of them will mean anything.
Yeah.
Because you're not doing it out of a pure place. Your motives were wrong.
Ooh.
Like the things that you do are wrong.
Yeah.
And so without Jesus Christ in it, without the goodness of God in your heart, while you're doing these good things, it's not going to mean anything. It's all going to fade away because there was no love. You have to have a love and compassion when you do these good deeds, or it's nothing.
That's good, bro. I believe my mind kind of went straight to like I guess you could say a math equation in a sense. Like, like you have love plus goodness equals Jesus.
Right.
And if you don't have it, like one of them, then you can't get the answer. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like you said, like we can do good things without love.
Right.
But if there's no true, authentic love behind it, then how are people going to see the Jesus in you?
Yeah, you'll constantly feel that void.
Exactly.
Like there's nothing there, the emptiness.
And it's selfish. You know what I mean? And so I think you did a great job right there, kind of explaining that. That's really good, bro. And that it's crazy because you mentioned Paul. And Paul in Galatians, he includes like goodness is on the fruit of the Spirit list. But to you, what makes it distinct from the other ones? All the other fruits. What does that look like to you?
Good question. Let's see. You got like goodness, kindness, self-control, all those. And it's kind of like the body of Christ. Like every part is made up of something. And so without goodness, you can't have self-control, you can't have patience.
Yeah.
Like they all kind of work together.
Yeah.
Because in order to have goodness, you're gonna have to be able to put yourself back.
Yeah.
And have to bite your tongue on some things, and have to step forward into some different things. So I think it makes it distinct. I don't know how to answer that.
You're good, bro.
I'm like trying to. I think you need goodness to go with the rest. Like you couldn't have all the fruits without goodness.
Right, exactly. It's funny. I actually mentioned that in the last episode. I mentioned how, I feel like when you ask for a specific one, you might as well ask for all of them because you're getting all of them. Like I just think about in certain situations where I have to choose to have self-control.
Yeah.
When I choose to have self-control over something or someone, I believe that in that I'm also choosing to be kind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like in certain situations, like they're just all there. Like you may ask for a specific one. You like, God, help me to be more kind.
Yeah.
But in reality, in order to actually be kind, God's gonna help you grow in your self-control. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
every fruit produces another fruit.
Exactly. Like, they kind of just
get one.
Lean on one another. Yeah. That's good, bro.
Yeah.
So, what are some like real life examples that you've seen of like spirit-led goodness that has made a lasting impact on you, or just a story where God used you in order to show that to another person? You have any stories like that?
I remember this one time I was at home and we didn't have school this day, and I was driving to the gas station and get some candy or something, some pizza. I don't know, probably some pizza. I was going to the gas station and I seen this woman, and she just looked so like sad and distressed, and I could tell something was wrong with her. and she was just talking about how bad her life was and all these things. And I was just like walking past, doing my own thing. I wanted to be selfish and just leave,
Right.
but I knew that wasn't gonna be the case.
Yeah.
And so I go up and I tell her about God's goodness and God's love. I speak these
Come
things
on.
over her, and I let her know that like God sees you, He's with you.
Yeah.
And I give her a hug, like the biggest hug. And then I walk away, and I was like realizing, I was like, God, you are so faithful, you are so good. Like you let me see this woman and share your goodness with her, and she needed that because all she can do was see the bad,
Yeah.
but she forgot that God is good, And so that was like an act of like putting myself away, because goodness is essentially removing yourself and like helping someone else, doing something kind for someone else,
Right.
So I was able to do that, and that's how I see God's goodness.
It's funny you say that because shout out Grant Wilkins. I love you, bro. So I actually have the honor of being one of his door-to-door salesmen. And so when I go out and I go door to door these different houses, I encounter and interact with a lot of different people. And there's been a couple people who haven't been the nicest. And I've walked away discouraged and frustrated sometimes, but there's always that thought in the back of my mind that always tells me, like, Malachi, you have no idea what season of life they're in right now. Right. And it's just like, it just hits me like a sack of bricks. Yeah. Honestly, I'm just like, dang, like I'm over here, upset and discouraged. But like when they close that door to go back into their house, I don't know what they're walking back into. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's fascinating that many people haven't tasted and seen His goodness.
I know,
and like, it's something He offers so freely.
Yeah, and it encourages me too. Yeah. Like honestly, like when I have those encounters, like it encourages me to just keep going. Yeah. Like water just it encourages me to just keep going. Like it's just water just running off my body. You know what I mean? Like it's just okay. That happened. Let's move on. Yeah. That's good, bro. So you got to share the goodness of God with a woman at a gas station.
Yes. It's called Casey's. Shout
out Casey's. Yes, Iowa people. And what was her like? Let's dive into that a little bit more. Yeah. What was kind of like? Was she just sitting outside the gas station? Was she pumping gas? Like, what was she doing? And how did you approach her? And then, like, what was her like reaction to that?
She was inside the gas station. She was getting some stuff, and I overheard her talking with someone, and it was like I think someone in her family had passed, and she was just going on about these things. And the way I approached her was I was walking around, and I was kind of like I said, I was doing my own thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're a believer, you're just walking around, you're just trying to be disobedient. But the Lord's like, bro, what are you doing? Get it together. And so I just peeked around, and I just went over and talked to her. And I was just smiling and just talking, just sharing the love of God, sharing the goodness of God with her. And then like her face just lit up. And then when I said, can I give you a hug? She was like, wow. And I gave her a hug, and she was like, I really needed that. And I remember like posting on my Instagram, and just like encouraging people to like, don't hold back, like share the goodness of God with people. Yeah. Because they need to hear it.
There's this video that I absolutely love. And it's honestly someone that I admire and look up to. But Bryce Crawford, there's a video of him. You've probably seen it, but he's walking down the street. I don't even know if they were like intentionally filming or anything like that. It didn't look like they were, but he's walking down the street, and there's this older gentleman who starts like yelling at him, and it's kind of like inaudible, but Bryce just stops, and he's like, "Hey man," he's like, "How are you doing?" And the guy like immediately like stops yelling. He's like, I need some money. And Bryce was like, will you shake my hand? And the guy like shakes his hand, and Bryce looks at him and he goes, bro, I love you. Like genuine, like you could tell it was from the most genuine part of his soul. He was like, bro, he was like, I love you. Yeah. And he was like, when's the last time somebody's told you that? And the guy literally just broke down crying, like right there, broke down crying. And Bryce was like, can I just hug you and pray for you? And I would like, every time I see that video, it's so powerful. Cause like it kind of is the same concept of your story. Like you extended you extended your hand out
Yeah.
and talked to that person just like he did. Like he could have just, I mean, this guy was like yelling at him. Like he could have just kept on walking by, avoided him,
Yeah.
and kept doing his thing. But no, he stopped.
Yeah.
He was obedient. Because in that moment, I'm sure the Holy Spirit was like, hey, stop. Let's park right here for a minute.
Yeah.
He stopped, and that happened. And you were at the gas station, and you stopped, and that happened. And that's so good, bro.
Yeah.
That's so awesome, honestly. So in doing stuff like that, walking out goodness for the glory of the Lord.
Yeah.
What are some good ways that we can practice goodness in today's culture that often like kind of rewards like selfishness and like kind of like a compromise mentality, like hey, like you scratch my back, I'll scratch your back type deal. What are some good ways that we can practice goodness?
Okay, when you were talking before, my brain literally went to the good news, like the Jesus, like his life and how he walked. And I was like, that in itself is like the goodness of God, because like he was denying himself, like he was rejecting his flesh. He picked up his cross and he walked. He got beat and bruised for us. Like that's the goodness of God right there. And so, like practically, what we can do is like we can deny ourselves. The world will try to make you think it's about you. It will try to give you all the accomplishments and stuff, like all the compliments and everything. But you have to say no. Like it's not me, but it's Jesus Christ.
Right.
It's the one who lives in me.
Yeah.
Like I can't do it on my own. He gives me the strength to be
good.
able to share his goodness.
Yeah.
Like his goodness lives in me.
It's a privilege, bro.
I know it's a privilege, bro.
Yeah.
So we have to deny ourselves. And also like when you get compliments, when you get these things, and when you're able to share these things, like take it before the Lord and like set it at his feet, because like it's not about you. So I would say the biggest thing we can do is reject ourselves.
That's good.
Like remove ourselves.
Die to yourself.
Die to yourself.
Yeah.
One of my prayers is like, Lord, like destroy me, remove me out the way. Like I want you to be seen. I want you to be the only person that people see when they see me and see your goodness through me.
That's good, dude. Yeah. That's good. What does that look like? Because you're a big worship guy.
Oh yeah.
Yes, bro. You kill it every time you go out. But what is that? I guess what I'm trying to ask, how do you implement that into like preparing for, I don't know, like a worship set? Because I know you said like one of my prayers is like, Lord, destroy me. Like when people see me, I don't want them to see Isaac. I want them to see you. So in doing that in just your everyday life, how does that correlate with like being on stage in front of a lot of people, singing, stuff like that? So because this is something I've never experienced. So how do you, besides like, because it can be, I feel like it's easier to do that. You're just walking around doing everyday life. But what about when you're on the stage and you're in that opportunity that God has given you? What's that like?
I would say a lot of preparation in your secret place. Like the time with God is so important. Like spend time with him. He's the lover of your soul. Like he loves you so much, and he's chasing after you, and he wants your heart. And so bringing that posture every morning to him, like, Lord, I need you. I can't do it without you. Before I step on any platform, before I step on any stage, before I get an opportunity to speak in front of anyone, like, Lord, I need you. And then he will come and sit with you. He'll meet with you every day because he longs to. Like
he takes pleasure in that.
Yeah, he's in love with us.
Yeah.
And so we should be in love with him. And sometimes it's hard to like get that concept of like, dang, the Lord wants to meet with me.
Yeah.
And so then when it comes to the stage, it's like, Lord, remove me. And as simple as that, like remove me so people can see you. And your worship, like it should come from a place of purity. It's important for us to be pure, to be clean. And I know it's hard, but like we got to repent. We got to turn from our desires and our ways, and we got to look to the cross and look to him.
That's
and
good.
Like deny yourself. It's literally all it is.
So it's all about to access the exemplification of goodness, you have to deny yourself.
Yeah, because the moment it becomes about you, it's not good.
Yeah.
Because we're not good people.
Yeah.
Like he's the only good one.
It's funny. There was a reoccurring theme a couple weeks ago in the episode I filmed with Aiden. We are wicked people.
We are.
That's one thing he kept saying. Like we have to come back.
Yeah.
And know that originally we are wicked. We are children of wrath.
Yes.
Deserving of hell.
Yeah.
And that's the hard truth. And that's something that he actually spoke about. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people forget that, but it's a part of the gospel.
Yeah.
It's true. And so
It's God's
that's
goodness and
yeah,
His grace that we're able to walk out and do this life. Yeah.
exactly, bro. Yeah. And this is I feel like this is a very important question here coming up, because this is honest, like this is a very big thing here at Highlands College,
Yeah.
and it's integrity. So what role would you say that integrity plays in living out your goodness day to day?
Mm. What role does integrity play?
Yeah.
I think it's a big. I know it's a big part
Yeah.
because like integrity and goodness, they kind of go hand in hand. You have to have integrity to do the good things
Mm-hmm.
and not to make it about yourself. You have to have the integrity to walk the day to day life. You have to have the integrity to say yes, to pick up a piece of trash.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Picking up trash or sweeping the floor, cleaning up after yourself.
Those
Like
straw wrappers in the
yes,
harv.
the little things. You have to have integrity to do the little things because that's goodness as well.
Yeah.
So I think they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I think I would have to agree with you there. I'm going to be honest too. I'm going to be so transparent. There's a lot of times where, you know, you walk by that little piece of trash
Yeah.
and you're just like, man.
Yeah.
But that's honestly to me is what's important
Yeah.
is the little things like that. In order to do the big things, you have to master the little things.
Yeah.
Right? It's kind of like just I got you wrestling.
Yeah.
Me and you both used to wrestle.
Come on.
Before you go out on the mat and try and execute anything, you have to prepare.
Yeah.
You have to prepare in the little things, from
Yeah.
the hand placement to the body positions
Yeah.
to the setting up of the move. Right? It's like a chess game. You always got to be one step ahead.
Yep.
And so I think if people could grasp the concept of that and apply it to their walks with God,
Yeah.
mastering the little things
Yeah.
in order to achieve the big things, I think that would honestly help a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because I feel like so many people just want to run and sprint to the big things, but God's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's chill out for a minute.
Right.
I got you. Trust me.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
I'm building you up. I'm molding you. I'm strengthening you. I'm sharpening you,
Yes.
purifying,
Yeah.
refining.
Yeah. So good.
In the moment that you're ready, you're ready.
Yeah. And I love even with wrestling too, like the lowest man wins.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have to stay low when we're walking this walk. We have to stay low when we have integrity with the little things. Before, I think we all want to chase a platform. We all want this big thing.
Yeah.
But it's like if you just stay low at his feet, like he's gonna take care of you.
Yeah.
Like learn integrity in those low moments.
Right.
Just picking up trash. There's so many moments where the Lord's like, Isaac, do this, do this, do this, and it's the littlest things.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, when I see you're able to do these things, you'll get more.
Yeah.
So just do the little things.
And I think like it is 100% okay to want the big things and to dream for the big things.
Yes.
But I feel like in preparing for those big things, I think you have to have patience. Like, and that's one of the other fruits is patience. Like you have to have patience in knowing kind of just what I said a minute ago, like, trust me.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
And when you're ready, you'll be ready.
Yeah.
And so
good, Marco.
That's really good, bro. Do you think goodness can ever be costly?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's gonna cost you something.
What does it look like to you to choose goodness when it's inconvenient or like unpopular?
I'll just tell you a story because I asked this question the other night to someone, and she was talking about in ministry, like her family, they had to move churches to because the Lord was calling them to that place, and they had to do all these things, and they were acting out of goodness, like they were doing it for a good cause, for the goodness of God, but it cost them like maybe troubles in their family. It cost them heartache because of what they had to do, the moments they had to move. It cost them it costs you your ego and your pride sometimes. Because like I said, you have to sometimes when you act out of goodness, you have to take the lower seat. And so when you go low, it costs you something. Like it kind of hurt my feelings a little bit, but I was still good to that. Like I still shared the goodness. Like you were saying, when you go to door things and you're talking to these people,
Yeah.
and sometimes you leave with like a little like, oh, that was discouraging.
Mm-hmm.
Like it cost you, like that cost you. But
Yeah.
I think oftentimes when you leave those moments, they also build you up too. So
Yeah, absolutely.
even though it's costly, it's still gonna like
Yeah.
fill you and help you.
And I think we've kind of already kind of like hit on this question
Yeah.
without actually answering the question, but dying to yourself.
Yeah.
I feel like dying to yourself and staying low is kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
And when I look at those two things and I put them together, the only word that comes to my mind is humility.
Yes.
Humility.
Yes.
When you choose to die to yourself, when you choose to stay low and remain low,
Yeah.
you're choosing to walk in humility. Like, Lord, I humble myself before you.
Yeah.
I know and I trust that you have me in your hands.
Yes.
And whenever you're ready, I'm ready. Because
Yeah.
what? Let your will be done, not my will.
Yeah.
And so
good.
that's really good. So bouncing off that question, how do you think that believers like guard themselves from kind of like what you mentioned earlier, like in a sense, like performative goodness, like you know what I'm saying, like wrong intentions, wrong motives, heart posture, all that stuff, like genuinely doing it for the glory of the Lord. Like, hey, I don't want this person to see me.
Yeah.
I want them to see you, God.
Yes. Yeah.
So how do you think that people can guard themselves against performative goodness? Like where actions look good on the outside, but they're not really spirit driven.
Yeah. I would say to ask the Lord to search your heart, like every morning. God, search my heart. Like help me to see what's unclean inside of me. Like if there's any pure motives, like make straight the crooked ways in me. Like help me to live in purity. And so you have to like ask the Lord to search your heart. And also just like ask yourself when you're in the moments of doing a good thing or in the moments of doing good works.
Yeah.
Ask yourself, why am I doing this? Like, am I doing this so I can be seen, or am I doing this so God can be seen? You know.
Right.
So ask yourself the challenging questions. I've learned even being here at Highlands College. Like I have to ask myself, why am I doing this? Like, what are the motives of my heart? What are my intentions with this? Is it for me or is it for God?
Yeah.
And if it's for me, then I have to cut it out and point back to Him.
Yeah.
But if it's for God, you keep walking humbly in humility.
Yeah, absolutely. Is it glory for me?
Yeah.
Or glory for Him?
Right.
And I feel like if you constantly ask yourself that question, it's always going to get answered.
Yeah.
No matter what the intentions, the motives
Yeah.
are, it's always going to get answered. And in that, you either choose to glorify Him, or you have to self-evaluate. Like, yeah, that might have been more for me, but God, I love you. I'm thankful for you, and
giving it back to Him.
I'm giving it back to you, and I'll do better next time.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you truly try and do that, like God will honor that 100%.
Oh, He will.
Because we're not perfect. Like we're gonna mess up. We're gonna make mistakes, but that's where we have to. And I feel like some people have the wrong view of God in this way. But when we mess up and make mistakes, God is not a God of judgment and what's the word? Condemnation.
Yeah. God
is a God of love, grace, mercy, and boundless forgiveness.
Yeah.
And so I think that if people understood, like truly understood the love that God has for them in these moments, because I know for me, like I get discouraged very easily. And so in moments where I know that I made a mistake or I messed up, I get so discouraged. And sometimes it takes me a minute to really get like reeled back in.
Yeah.
But that is what comforts me, knowing like, God, I know that you love me, and I know that your grace and your mercy is never ending.
Right.
And no matter the mistakes that I make, you will always choose me. And you will always equip me.
Yeah.
And just honestly declaring truth. declaring truth
Yes.
over yourself in those moments
Yeah.
is really good. I feel like that's where if it's glorifying you, if it's like it says right here in my notes, if it's right there when it's good on the outside, and you realize that, and you're convicted of that, and you start declaring that truth, that's when it starts shifting into spirit driven. That's where the gears start to turn, and that's where God really is able to work and move inside your heart and help you to understand that in those moments. Like truly understand, because I know in those moments, like, we're humans, we're like we know when we know, but I feel like God really begins to like just move and honestly like reveal things to us, more to us than what we already see. And so here we are, Isaac. What encouragement would you give to someone right now watching this video who feels weary and trying to consistently live out this rich topic of goodness?
Can I read something real quick?
Absolutely, bro. Read.
I'll read something from my notes. I wrote something down the other day because I was feeling weary, I was feeling tired, and I was like, man, this is not fun.
Yeah.
This is not good. But this is what it says. It says you can find rest in his arms. You can trust in him. There's nothing to worry about. There's no need to worry because he's got the whole world in his hands, and that's including you. Why should I worry when he's in control? Why should I be discouraged when he's ordering my steps? Long and thirst after him. He's the living water. He's the only one who can satisfy your whole being, every part of you. It's time to come back to purity, to the heart of worship. What are you after? People's approval, the stage, who've impacted you, what you would get out of being good? Or are you trusting, abiding, and staying at the feet of Jesus? So I would say, like, trust in him, trust in his will, trust in his love, his mercy, the grace, the things that he's given us so freely. He's offered us these things. We just have to welcome them. We have to accept them. Don't be prideful. Like, let him give you the good gifts because the cross was for a reason. That's why he died for us, so we can freely live in these things. So be encouraged. Don't be sad. Don't be weary. Like, walk and ask the Lord, can you show me your goodness in my life? Can you teach me your goodness? Can you teach me how to be a good person without it being about me, but glorifying you? So that's what I'll say to the person who's watching.
Yeah, bro. Isaac, dude, so good, man. Well, guys, this concludes episode 8 of the Kingdom Podcast. If you're enjoying the content, I highly encourage you to go and subscribe to the channel. I'm also on Instagram and TikTok at the.kingdom.podcast. I love you guys, and we will see you in the next one.
See ya.
Isaac, thank you so much, bro.